I just want to show you this chestnut tree, and actually there are several chestnut trees like this on this side. I'm in Corsica, and as you can see there are lots of dead trees down there. And this is a very common sight here in Corsica. It's basically due to a combination of diseases and an exotic pest which is called gall wasp, which have completely devastated the chestnut sector here in Corsica, not only in Corsica, in most of southern Europe. And in combination with these insects, there's also been a lot of drought which has impacted all the vegetation here. But what's encouraging is to see that even after 3 years of, or no, I should say 2 years of very, very heavy drought, meaning basically no rain between June and November here, and I'm at 600 meters height, so it's 600 meters of altitude, so it's pretty high up. But even after those years of drought and the stress induced by those diseases and pests, there are several chestnuts, also older ones, but especially younger ones like this guy, that are really doing, or that seem to do very well, you know. Here you can see, this is an ungrafted chestnut, and there are just lots and lots of flowers to come. They flower earlier than the grafted chestnuts actually. And this is a young one, it's I think 10, 15 years old, something like that. And it's looking very, very beautiful. And it's basically, and look at that, that might actually be his ancestor, his mother, dead. And you know, sometimes I'm very worried about climate change and how this will impact those kind of basic species that have lived here in this context for millennia. But yeah, when you see this regeneration happening, and look, by the way, just next to it, there's a hazelnut tree over there, and another one over there. This is really encouraging, because those trees have grown with what famous permaculture farmer Mark Shepard calls stun, sheer total utter neglect, because this land has not been managed for years. And still they have been able, even though they've been stressed so much, to do well, or at least to survive. Of course, they would have grown faster and whatnot, with lots of water, lots of fertilizer, etc. But the point is, they made it by themselves. There, by the way, you see a walnut tree, another one. So here you have basically a blueprint for a perennial polyculture farm. You also have cherries down there somewhere, and all these species have grown without any human input, which I find very encouraging. So yeah, this is just something I want to share with you, because if you look at the world with this kind of holistic ecosystem approach, you can still find some hope, even though there's a lot of potential threats to natural ecosystems, especially climate change.